Hey guys, it's Carly, aka MissStruggleBus. I just want to start out by saying, look at this necklace. Like, it's awesome. I got it from Goodwill. It was 99 cents, as Macklemore would say. And I'm pretty happy about it. So yeah, just want to point that out. Star of the show right here. For today, I have a story time for you guys. It is a doozy. Who says that? A fucking doozy? Old people say that. Anyway, it's a motherfucking doozy, and it is about the time where my mom and I got stalked by a taxi driver. And let's just get right into it, okay? So a couple months ago, my mom and I traveled to Thailand, and first of all, it was awesome. Anyway, on our way back, we had an 11-hour layover in China. And so her and I decided that since we're landing in the middle of the night in China, we might as well get a hotel. That way we can sleep for 11 hours before our next flight, which was 12 hours back to the US. And so we arrive in China, and we go through customs, obviously, and then we're in China. We're ready to go. Like, let's find our bus. Let's go. My mom had heard that we would be able to find a phone booth that would help us call the Hilton, and they would tell us where to find our bus. So we go to this phone booth, right? We finally find it. It was super easy to find. We just went down one escalator. There it was. It had the Hilton logo and everything. And so we tried using it, and we actually had the Americanized format of a phone number. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but there are different formats of phone numbers for different countries. And we had the Americanized format of the number, okay? We needed the Chinese format to use for this phone booth, obviously. And so my mom and I were sitting there like super confused, like, how the fuck do we use this thing? And this guy comes up to us, like behind us, like, oh, where are you going? Where are you going? And we're like, we're going to the Hilton, but we don't need a taxi or anything. We're fine. And he's like, I have my car upstairs. Like, I'll take you there. Where are you going? Where are you going? And my mom and I are just sitting there like, we're good. Like, at this point, we're so tired of people coming up to us asking for taxis or asking us for anything, asking us to go on a tour, asking us to go on blah, blah, blah. Because anytime you're in a foreign country like this, people are always trying to get you to do stuff because they know that tourists are confused, especially at airports. They don't know where they're going. And in this case, it's true, but we were tired of getting scammed. We'd gotten scammed in Thailand so many times. We paid too much for taxi rides, and we were just over it. We wanted this free bus. We were going to take this motherfucking free bus, okay? We're poor. Anyway, so my mom's like, fuck it, I don't understand this phone booth. It's not helping us at all. Let's go find an information booth. And so we go up to this information booth. This taxi driver is still following us, like, just like kind of keeping an eye on us, but like keeping his distance for a little bit because like he sees that we're going to the information booth. And let me just explain this taxi driver for you real quick. He's maybe 16 years old, obviously younger than me, and I'm 20. Okay, so he's like 16, and he is not wearing a uniform at all. He's just wearing casual clothing, and he doesn't look like he's an official taxi driver at all. So again, probably trying to scam us of our money. Probably doesn't even have a real taxi car. It's probably just like a regular vehicle. Doesn't say taxi on it, nothing. Anyway, so we find this information booth, and the woman at the information booth speaks very broken English, which is fine, whatever. But we can't understand her. She's trying to explain where we go. I don't understand her at all. My mom kind of does. She's like, I think she's saying to go downstairs. There's like these numbers. We need to go to door 5. And so I'm like, okay, let's go. And this guy is still like following us, like, where are you going? Like, he has a smartphone out. Where are you going? Where are you going? I'll look it up. He also is speaking broken English, but not nearly as bad. But he's like, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? We're like, dude, we're good. We don't need a taxi. We're fine. We're fine. He's following us all the way down the escalator. Following us everywhere. My mom and I are exhausted. Okay? So peeved with people trying to ask us for stuff. And so we get downstairs, okay? We're looking for our bus. We're looking out the window. It's like this huge glass window all the way down this giant hallway, and we're looking at the window at door 5 where she told us we should be, and we're looking at the window. We don't see it. We don't see our bus. There's no buses out there that say Hilton. And so we decide to go outside, and all of a sudden it's freezing, like butt fuck freezing, like so cold that my nipples felt like hard fucking diamonds that felt like they were gonna fucking just crack and fall the fuck off. That's how cold it was. And I'm wearing like a kimono like this and a maxi dress and sandals, so my toes are like little freaking freezing. Oh, just terrible. It was so cold. And so we're standing out there like this, like, okay, our bus will probably be here soon. Like, it'll be fine, right? Like, it'll be fine. And then this motherfucking taxi driver comes outside and he's standing there with us, like, it's cold. It's cold. And I'm like, yeah, it's cold. Yeah, our bus should be here soon. Like, yeah, it's cold, but our bus will be here really soon. And so we're just waiting there. And I was like, okay, you go back inside so you'll be warm. Stand by the glass, wait for the bus to come. I'm going to go back upstairs, ask the information booth where our bus is. And so she goes back upstairs and she's like, let me know if the bus comes. And I'm standing there like, she's like, hold the bus if it comes. And I'm like, oh, it's finally warm again. I'm standing inside. This taxi driver comes back in. He's following me, like borderline stalker status. And like, I'm like, dude, I'm exhausted. I have no money for you. I have no money. Okay. And I only had bots, which is the Thailand currency, and my credit card. I had no Chinese currency. I hadn't exchanged my money for any Chinese currency because we wouldn't need it. And so when I finally say that, he finally leaves. That was the key the whole time. Just tell him you don't have any money. If you're ever getting stalked in China, tell them you don't have any money. That's all they want. They don't care about anything else. They just want your money. And so my mom comes back downstairs and she's like, you finally lost that guy? Like, oh my God, what did you say? What happened? And I was like, I told him I didn't have any money. That was it. She's like, really? We should have said that in the first place. Like, what the heck? And I was like, yeah, that's all they want, I guess. And we were both so happy. We're like high-fiving and shit. We're like, hell yeah, they just wanted our fucking money. We're just like exhausted, delirious. It was just delirious shit. And so finally, she comes back downstairs and she's like, okay, we were wrong the whole time. I guess like, okay, so I guess there were numbers on the inside of the doorways, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there was also like numbers on like posts outside, but they were completely different numbers, like trying to be confusing. And so my mom and I go running down the hallway like, yeah, we're gonna get on the bus, it's gonna be warm, we get to go to bed in our hotel room. So we get there, we get to the actual place we're supposed to be, and we go outside and there's our bus. It says the Hilton on it, just like shining, like. And so we find it and it's like locked and we're like, oh shit, like we like knock on the door, we're like, hey, like whatever. And he opens the door. He had been sleeping. Like he'd been napping. It was so cute, which I understand it's the middle of the night. Like you're working and like no one probably ever rides the bus, like rarely. So he was like sleeping. He lets us on the bus and then we're on the bus and we leave after like 10 minutes. Like, I don't know why we were sitting there waiting, but we sat there waiting for like 10 minutes, like as if anyone else is trying to like get on this bus in the middle of the night. Like we were the only two trying to get to the Hilton. Anyway, so finally we leave, we get to the Hilton. It's great. Fuck yes. We're going to get to go to sleep. And we get there and we go in, check in. The lady's name's Jane. She was super sweet. Shout out Jane. You the real MVP. And so we get our card and our key card. And then we go to the elevator and we're clicking the number, like floor 4. It's not working. Like, it's like not going. And so we're like, what the heck? Like, please, why does everything have to go wrong? Like, why? And so my mom goes back and she gets Jane and she brings Jane back. She's like, I don't understand. Like, we can't get to our floor. Like, I think it's broken. And she just slips the key into a little slot. And then all of a sudden you can hit floor. Floor.
No, I can't say floor.
And so
Floor.
Anyway, so I guess like since we've never stayed in the Hilton, that's probably like a regular thing, but you put your key into a slot and then it unlocks the level you're supposed to get to, because like obviously it's to keep the creepers out. It's like a safety thing, it's a security thing. We get it, but we were stupid and we'd never stayed in a fancy hotel like that, so we didn't know. It was ridiculous. And Jane's like, yeah, no problem. Like, those people are fucking idiots. Man, that was a freaking rough night. So we finally got to our hotel room. We went to sleep. Just passed out. That was literally the comfiest beds I've ever slept in. If you ever get the chance to stay in a Hilton, do it. Because holy shit. Anyway, that's my story for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was kind of ridiculous. But yeah, that's the story about how this freaking guy was trying to scam us, was stalking us in the freaking airport. It was ridiculous. But if that ever happens to you, lesson learned, tell them you have no money. That's the key to get them to go away. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
And also, if you're gonna comment, stop cussing, then like Tana Mojo always says, suck my ass.